Hi, in this Morigami video we're going to start a new series, namely book reviews, and I'm going to rate them on a scale of 0 to 5 stars. And those 5 stars, each star is for something different. First, the presentation, what the book looks like inside and out. Number 2, the binding. Is this a durable book? Is it a book that opens flat, easily to fold from? Things like that. Number 3, the content. Is the content good? Is it what it actually says it is? Are there interesting models, or is it pretty much stuff we've already seen before? Number 4, diagrams. Are they clear? Are they easy to follow? Are they correct? Do they have mistakes in them? And lastly, number 5, that 5th star is earned with that little extra something. Now that may be in the case of a kit like the book we'll look at today that comes with paper and a nice box and things like that. It may be that the book has something extra like a special model that's worth buying the book for that one model. It's just that extra something that gives the book personality or the kit personality. Let's start with our first book. The book I'd like to look at today is Dog Origami by Seth Friedman. Now, first of all, a little bit about the author. Seth Friedman is a young origami artist. He's at the Origami convention in New York most years, at least the past few years. So I've met him, I've seen his work in person. He's an incredible artist, does fantastic work. Talking about the book. First of all, talking about the presentation. As you can see, it's in full color, or the box is in full color. The box opens up, there are 2 sections. There is paper inside for folding the models. Then there is a book. The book, again, as you can see, is in color on the outside and on the inside. So it has a description, photographs of the dogs as they really look in life, and an explanation of the breed, what they're like, what they do. So as far as presentation, this is 1 star. The binding is also going to be 1 star because this book is wire bound. So it has the wire rings that you can see here closer, which means that this book opens up and lies perfectly flat, which is what you really want when you're folding. The content is very good. The content are dogs. Now it's a little misleading because it says here that there are 20 different origami dogs to fold. Really there are 10, but there are these 100 sheets of paper, and there are 2 different patterns for each model. So you end up with 20 dogs that look different, but there are only 10 folding sequences, and using different paper you get a black dog or a spotted dog. These figures, although they come with paper to fold them, can be folded perfectly well without the special paper, because these are very good designs. For example, here we have a Great Dane, and it's folded with the paper, and it looks, unsurprisingly, like a Great Dane, okay? Here is a Beagle folded from the same book. This is folded using standard origami paper, white on one side and brown on the other. It still looks like a dog, it still looks like a beagle. All of the models in this book are like this. They're great models just as they are. The paper is an added plus. So as far as the content goes, 1 full star. How about the diagrams? The diagrams overall are very good. I've folded 6 of the 10 models in this book without great difficulty. And the diagrams are generally very clear. There are only 2 things that I would mention here. One is that in the diagrams, they use colors, and the colors reflect the color of the paper that you're supposed to be using with the figure. Sometimes that paper is brown or gray, and they indicate the crease lines using colors as well. So sometimes, for example, the red lines, they're mountain folds, they can get a little bit lost in the background, so you have to really look very closely. That can make it a little difficult sometimes to see where the folds are. The other thing is, I did find 1 or 2 places where there are slight inaccuracies or it's not entirely clear what they mean. So I give the diagrams a half a star. Lastly, the extra something. As I mentioned at the beginning, I've shown you already, this is a kit. So you get the book and you get the paper. And there are 100 sheets. That means that you've got 5 sheets of paper for each dog in the book. So I've folded almost all the dogs that I've folded using this paper with the confidence that I can do it again later. That for me is a real plus, the extra paper. The patterns themselves are very good and very usable. The only thing that I don't like about the paper is it's a little bit thick and it does tear. even if you're folding very carefully. So for example, in the Scotty dog, here in the neck, there's a little bit of a tear. There are a lot of layers, and when you fold it, it can rip. And that happened in 1 or 2 other places. So the paper is beautiful and abundant, but not the highest quality. But it may be the best they could do to keep the price point reasonable. I bought this on Amazon, where you can get it for around $14. You may be able to find it cheaper if you get used, and you can also get the Kindle edition. I don't recommend the Kindle edition because obviously the Kindle edition doesn't come with paper. The difficulty level is upper intermediate to low advanced or low complex. This is not a book for beginners, okay? Don't buy this for your 6-year-old nephew or grandson who wants to learn origami. He will get frustrated. These are figures for more or less advanced folders, and do keep that in mind. They're fantastic. The book I highly recommend it as far as I'm concerned. So that's it for today here at Estudios Urbanos in Monterrey, Nuevo León, Mexico. Until next time, keep folding.